Hello there everyone, and welcome back to our Timber and Stone Let's Play. Episode 6 today, and last time around we managed to recover from our livestock slaughtering by the little goblin that managed to get into our base, so that is pretty good. So built most of those back up there, so we've got a decent amount of livestock. We've got our first migrants into the city, which is good. Finished our little house here. So if we scroll down the levels, if I can get it, where are we? There we are. So you see we've got 4 beds in there now, so that's good. So we actually get our guys healed up nice and quickly when we need to do that. So that is fantastic. Everything else is going pretty well, so we can get the game running. And so we've got a pretty decent settlement here. Like, it's pretty stable, no major problems or anything like that. We've got a fair few resources, lots of food and stuff, so we should start getting some migrants and things in like that. We've just built our first training dummy down here, which is good. I was going to say click on rebuild once broken. And that means, because these actually get, so that number there next to the training dummy, 181, that's sort of like its hit points or its number of hits that it can actually take. And once that's down, it will sort of get destroyed and we'll have to rebuild it again. But it is a really good training tool to get our guys developed and all that kind of stuff. So we're building up some standard ingots over here. So we've got another 7 to go, which is good. So should get a fair bit of blacksmith skill up for Oliver there. Looks like we're lacking a fishing rod, so can we actually make another one? I think we probably should be able to. So I'm just going to jump in, check our materials. Our process one's got lots of twine, which is good, and so we're going to be able to make another one, which is awesome. So I think we've got a carpenter. Did we have a carpenter here somewhere? I swear we did. No, where's Jonathan? Jonathan's our carpenter, isn't he? So what is Jonathan doing at the moment? He's being a wood chopper, so we're going to switch Jonathan back to being a carpenter. For the moment, we've got a fair bit of wood, so we don't really need to do that. We're actually going to queue up a fishing rod or fishing rod there. So let's queue up one of those there. Just make sure it gets done first, which is good. So then we have that done quite soon. And we've got someone there waiting. That's right. We'll just leave Ronald until the fishing rod is done. Get him back onto the fishing. And we've got Alice Wilson or Elise Wilson. I don't even know, because you obviously don't have really genders in this game. I don't think anyway. Not anywhere I can see anyway. So I'm not really sure what they are. So I'm just gonna call them Alice. We can make Alice into it. Looks a little bit like a man though, but we're just going to call him. Maybe he's a little bit of an androgynous. Maybe he's a bit confused about his identity. We'll go with that anyway. So we're going to call him Alice. And we are. What are we going to do for Alice? So level 3 engineer. We don't really need that at the moment. What else do we need? Don't really need mining. Tailor. Don't really need that either. Although if we have we got it? Can we perhaps make some armor? Is that something we can do? Some tunics. Do we have a level 5, which is good? I'm sure do have a fair bit of. Not quite enough cloth yet. Can we actually make some cloth? What do we need to make cloth? So we need wool, which we don't have, cotton, which we don't have, and flax, which we do have a reasonable amount of. We don't actually have any cotton seeds, do we? No, we don't. Interesting. I'll actually buy some of those, or see if we can buy some of those and actually get some cotton planting set up, because we do use the flax for a number of things, so I don't probably want to use all of it. We may actually set up some cotton if we can. So we actually so it needs a loom, so I should probably queue up. So it needs 4 per cotton or 4 per cloth. So it's 20 there. We've got 30. Probably queue up 6. 7, yeah, 7 will do. So we'll queue up 7. That should be good. And how much do we need to make actually armor? So we can make some tunics. Where have the little things gone? There we go. So we need 4 cloth to make a tunic. So it's only 1 armor, but it is better than nothing. We may actually fit it out onto a couple of our better soldiers. We need level 9 tailoring to make some better there. A gambeson. Not really sure that is. Obviously, like another sort of tunic there. And yeah, so obviously all these things kind of go up. So need some leather and some solid ingots to make all our sort of higher level armor. So that is totally fine. All right. So what do we need to make a cloth? We need a loom, I believe. So we're going to, not there, into workshops and a loom. So what we need for a loom, we need some stone, twine, and some timber. So that's totally fine. We can get that set up fairly easily. Let's probably chuck this just here. Set that loom. Who needs to make that? A tailor. So we should switch over Alice Wilson to be a tailor. There we go. So they'll build the loom, which will be good. And I think we also need some shears, if from memory. So what do we need to make shears? We need standard ingots. So we don't have any of those at the moment. We're actually going to queue up one there. Not going to have maintaining storage, because we won't want to sort of use all our standard ingots if we're not using the shears. So there's our loom, and we can see that we need shears to work the loom, so that's okay. So we have to wait until we've got level 3 blacksmith, so that's okay. We can make the shears. And what we may actually do is move this right up to the top once that standard ingot's done. There we go. So So move this up there, and that means that the our blacksmith there, Oliver, will actually go and make the shears first, and then go back to his normal job. Ronald has, there we go. Ronald is off fishing, so he's heading off into the wilderness. Which is good. He's going a long way away, actually. I'm not quite sure where you're going so far away, dude. But anyway, whatever works for you. If you want to get away from people, I understand. Sometimes you just need to do it. Deary me, going a long way away from the settlement. Anyway, that's cool. Got a livestock over here. Need shears to work the loom. Yeah, that's fine. So it looks like they've been done now. Have they been done yet? Not yet. No, they should be done actually. Shears. Why can't we make those? What do we need? Shears. There we go. Our level 4 blacksmith, right? So we actually can't make it quite yet. So that's okay. All of us shouldn't be too far away from leveling up, I don't think. Actually, this one. There we go, level 4, which is awesome. So now we can actually make those shears, and we'll get some cloth and stuff done up, which is good. So it'll be sorted. So how are we going for our guys? Everyone healed, I think. I don't think anyone's resting up at the moment. Nope, that's cool. So I'm just going to leave all that there. So what are our people doing? Do we have a forage? We do. Henry, what's Henry doing? Henry is off cruising around, picking up some food and stuff, which is good. So got a lot of food, like I said, so we should start getting a few more migrants in now and again. I may actually look at setting up another road connection. So we've got one to both sides of the map, so we're going to have to set one up to sort of the far corner of the map here. Given there's a lot of like steep areas through here, I'm actually going to see if we can actually make it. I suppose there's a fair bit of steep areas anywhere, isn't there? It's a bit of a strange map, really. It's like quite a lot of, sort of like a big valley or gully through here, and like on either sides, and like a big mountain range right through the middle. So I'm going to build a road from here somewhere and then just connect it up over there. So I'm just going to start doing this. It may take a little bit of time, guys. Hopefully you don't mind. So I'm just going to run a road connection up there, from there to here, oops, to there, like that, and to there. And I think I'm going to build it here, and let's bring it along this way so we miss out on the trees and stuff. And to there. Where are we going to put it? So we've got it to there. Where is the best place? I think we'll probably hook it up through over here somewhere on this edge, somewhere if we can. Bring it over here a bit, and then bring it back this way. There we go, and I think we're going to bring it across here. Oops, didn't really mean to do that. There we go, get rid of that. Cool, so bring this across here, and if I can get it, there we go. Is that hooked up? It looks like it is. Actually, it looks like we've missed. Alright, stuffed that up, haven't we? Alrighty, there we go. That should be fixed there. Roads can be quite fiddly. Hopefully they can sort of do something further into the game to actually make things a little bit easier to sort of set up the roads and stuff. Can be quite confusing sometimes, even though like whether the roads and stuff are hooked up properly, and they don't really get like an indication anywhere that you actually like the roads aren't working as they should do. So sort of really got to be careful of what you're doing and just go through and double check and make sure it is all working. So actually see there's a mixed connection there. So that actually wouldn't, this road actually wouldn't work given that actually that's not hooked up there. So there we go. So that should be hooked up into our settlement now. So these guys, we've got another connection to the corner of the map there, which is awesome. And means that that's another, it increases your chance in getting like migrants and merchants and stuff in. So the more connections you have, the more chance you have of that happening. So you leave our little, we've got a little dirt stairway here. We're probably going to set up a roof at some stage. Roofs can be a little bit fiddly, so I'm a little bit reluctant to actually sort of set one up because it maybe end up being a complete disaster. But maybe we should just actually get stuck into that. There's not a whole lot going on in our settlement, so maybe we can just get stuck into building a roof. So we're going to just use some ceramic roof, which is just uses like sort of normal rock. So we've got heaps of that, so that's not a problem. So what I'm thinking we may do is we may set up something like so you can do that, can't you? So I think what we may do is we're going to leave each corner blank, each corner empty, and then start it from sort of these center bits, and then we can put these sort of these corner bits up here and hopefully try and make it like look into a proper roof. So we'll see where we go anyway. So that's the flat side this time. So we're going to run one along there like that. That's this way, and then we're going to do the same. What we're actually going to do is leave this one blank. Leave this one empty, just because that's going to give us access into the onto the roof there. So if we actually sort of put this one away, I think we may not be able to get up there. I mean, we probably could do still. Well, so there we go. We actually put it there, and we can always change it if we need to later on. So do the same along here into our roof there, and then another one along here, like that. Once those done, we'll sort of build the levels up. So all you basically do with the roofs, for example, the roofs. It's like this one. What we're going to do is just basically put it up 2 levels, and so that's going to be like a sort of a consistent slope on that side there. So that's basically what we're going to do. So we're just going to leave that there. We've got Jonathan Oliver here, who's our blacksmith. So it looks like he's queued up or finished all of the standard ingots that we set up for him, which is good. So we got 14 standard ingots, which is cool. So you're at a level 4, aren't you? So actually not quite high enough to get to a to actually make any of our short swords, which is a bit of a bummer. So level 5 we need. Can we make anything else? So we don't need anything blacksmithing like that doesn't actually need a whole lot of material that we can sort of do some training on. Level 5, level 10, some arrows? No, they're tarpenters, aren't they? Not really that I can see, unfortunately. We don't really need blacksmiths as we do for some of these. Some of these sort of stone ones. Maybe we should have to create some like better quality materials and use up our standard ingots, and that's how the only way we sort of train our things up. The torches there. What about some solid hammers at level 6? What about picks, level 6 as well? So they're all level 6 unfortunately, so we can't use any of those. So they're all that's fine. What else can we make? So we make some knives, so maybe we should make a few knives. Make you up 2, so there we go there. Torches, shears, sharp shears, yeah, so that's pretty much all we can make I think from our things there. So we've got 2 knives, and why can't you do that, Oliver? You're level 4, aren't you? Yep, so our weapons, tools, knives, forge and anvil, so we need a forge and an anvil, so can we make those? Objects, workshops, so forge we need, that's fine, and anvil, that's also fine. We're going to queue up both of those. So we put them down here on the flats down here, sort of this is going to be our mining area or manufacturing area for the moment. Going to put a forge there and then an anvil sort of right next to it there. And yep, so that should be good. So what do we need to make those? We need stonemasons. So Jonathan is our stonemason, so we're actually going to queue him up to be a stonemason. Get those built, and then we can get those a couple of knives built up as well, which would be awesome. So we do need a builder though, and it looks like there's no more berries for Henry to forage. We've already got a fisherman in Ronald, so we're just going to switch Henry over to a builder. And Alice is our tailor, and you're a level 6 tailor now, so you've actually created some cloth, haven't you? So we actually got 10 cloth, which is quite cool. So may as well actually use up probably all of our flax. I don't think we really need any more twine. We've got a fair bit of that. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16. So we can create 4 of those. So we create another 4 cloth, which we have 14 all up, which means we can make, where are we? Which means we can make 3 tunics, which would be quite cool. So we'll get those done, put them on our best guys, on our best sort of infantry soldiers, and we'll have a bit of a protection and stuff for them. So that'd be good. Alright, so our roof is starting to get built up here, which is good. And how are we going for storage? So food, it's not too bad. We'll probably wait a little bit. So yeah, up to 432 food. So we've got a lot of food, which is really, really good. So like I said, we should start getting some more immigrants in, which would be really, really good. So you can see here, this is actually sort of how the roofs and stuff works, as you can see there. We may need to sort of get rid of a couple of these blocks to actually sort of fit out the corners properly, but we'll sort of deal with that as we get to it. Like I said, I haven't actually really sort of built a proper roof before, so I'm sort of guessing here about how it's actually going to work. So it may need to be a little bit of trial and error there. We'll see how we go. Alrighty, so I probably have to switch someone over to a herder soon, just to sort of, collect some stuff from our guys over here. Our chickens and our sheep. Well, actually, we're not doing anything with the sheep at the moment. I suppose we could shear them, couldn't we? Really? I suppose if we've got shears, I suppose maybe if we put someone onto herding, if we've got shears as well. I'm just pause the video here, guys. Sorry about that, everyone, and we are back with our Timber and Stone Let's Play. Alrighty, like I was saying, probably if we have some shears and stuff, I'm actually not really quite sure how the herding or the shearing mechanic work. Maybe if we switch someone over to, maybe we switch Elise over to a herder, and we'll see if they actually do they actually have the shears on them? They don't, so I'm not really quite sure how the shearing mechanic works. Anyway, that's quite interesting. We'll sort of run with that, see how we go. Alright, where are we going? We've got Jonathan here, so Jonathan is done. I should probably switch you back over to carpentry to get some more of our timber set up, which would be good. So we've got Olive over here is producing some of our knives, so level 4. Got one more to go. So how much experience does that give you? Gives you not a whole lot really. So probably not really going to be able to get you up to level 5 yet, which is okay. It's not the end of the world. Don't think we can actually make any better quality ingots. Level 6 blacksmith, so yeah, not quite. Which is annoying. So we don't have any more ores or materials that we can actually get. So I'm going to click onto these and to actually buy both of these things. So hopefully if we can potentially get some stuff from there. So it looks like our herding is all done. So Elise Wilson is finished there. So switching back to a tailor and actually get some of those tunics set up now. So going to build 4 tunics, so create 4 of those. Oliver, what is Oliver doing? So he was doing our blacksmith there, so he's also a really good builder. So got 2 builders set up there. So I'm thinking what we may do, may switch, may put Henry as a wood chopper and get Oliver as our builder and continue with our roof over here. So Henry will head off and sort of start doing some wood chopping and stuff. You can see we've cleared out a fairly big area there. Not really too worried about that because, like I said, the trees and stuff will grow back in time, so that's totally fine. And we're going to continue with our roof here. So I think we probably have to leave, maybe get rid of some of these, but we'll sort of just continue with this. Actually, we're going to have to look. We're going to have a look and actually see how it works. So ceramic roof, and so this is this corner here. So we put one of those there. So put that one there. So how's this going to work properly? So it's sort of just a corner like that. So we're going to need to sort of put it like that, aren't we? Sort of to make it work properly. So 1, 2, 3, there like that. So we're going to sort of build those there, see how they look, and then we can sort of go from there potentially. So see how that works anyway in practice. Alrighty, so let's just sort of run with that, see how we go. A little bit of trial and error, like I said. We'll get there in the end though. Even if you have to demolish some of it, that'll be totally fine. So we've got Elise there building some tunics, which is good. So get them up, get Elise up in their skill as well. So I should hopefully get to maybe potentially level 7. Probably not really quite though. So probably won't be too far away. Got Jonathan building our wood and stuff, getting our timber stockpile back up. We've got Ronald cruising over here fishing. So only a level 2 fisherman, so give it quite slow. But still, that's pretty good. Some extra food and stuff in there. Looks like Jonathan's finished with all that kind of stuff. So can you really do anything else? Or do we want you to do anything? Not really. Maybe switch you over to be a herder. It looks like it's not really anything for you to do there though. So that's okay. I'm actually tempted to start mining out some of this area because there are a few like ores and stuff, like some copper and stuff in there that we can actually get. So it could be quite good to get those, and some coal and things as well that we could potentially get. One does not simply farm without a hoe. Alright, so it looks like Jonathan, that's not Oliver. Where's Jonathan? Jonathan. And that's Jonathan. Alright, we don't really need Jonathan. It looks like he's going over to do something though, so that's okay. Alrighty, so how does this look? So I mean, it looks rubbish at the moment, but it will look, I think, potentially better once we actually build up a little bit. So what we can do is we're just going to sort of run with this and give it a bit of a try, see how we go. So if we do, that's a flat side there. Yep. So we build up. So build up at level 2 like that. How's that going to look? Do we have to leave all these corners ones blank? I think we're going to, aren't we? Yeah, we will probably. So I'm going to build those there. What about building that one there? Just level 1 and then a level 2 there. It's going to be a little bit of a lopsided roof, isn't it? I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to like be exactly even. It could be okay potentially. We'll see how we go anyway. So what about this side? If we do a level 2 one like that, how will that look? That may look okay actually, potentially. Alright, we'll see how that goes anyway. One does not simply farm without a hoe. So it looks like Jonathan's still doing stuff. So it looks like you picked up nothing, so you've actually got nothing else to do. So I switch you back to being a stonemason to get some of those tools and stuff done. Which is good. Got our wood choppers out there cruising along. May just switch someone back over to. So what do we actually have in terms of infantry skills? We got 4, 3, 2, and a 2. So it's not too bad for having 4 people above level 1. So Constance is our best one. Ismay, so that 2 of our farmers are quite good. Harry's our woodchopper, and Oliver's obviously our builder. So they're the ones that are trained up there. Is there anyone else we can actually switch over? Maybe Henry. So what is Henry? Henry is so Henry's our forager and he's a woodchopper. So I'm actually going to switch you over to infantry. Do you have any weapons on you at the moment? I'm thinking not. Where is Henry? Wait on. There, where's Henry? Henry. There is Henry. No, you don't. Alright, so I'm just going to leave you as a woodchopper then, and we'll sort of maybe build up some more clubs. And once we've got those, then we can probably put clubs on all of our people actually, and just so they've all got weapons. So we've got lots of materials and stuff, so there's not really any point not to have them. So we'll probably create 5 for those. So we need a carpenter. So once Jonathan is done building up the tools, we'll switch him back to carpentry. Excuse me, and get that done. Did we not still up a level 2? Yeah, we did. Alright, so that's cool. So it's just doing the level 1 ones at the moment, and then it'll build up the second level after that. There we go. Yeah, so you can see there how the like the 2 level ones, like the stacking the levels there, like actually looks in real life. So makes it into a roof. So how does it actually look in terms of the side bits there? Yeah, that looks actually okay, doesn't it? I think that's going to work. That sort of makes a bit of sense, doesn't it? See how this other corner goes, and if it sort of actually does all merge in properly. Yeah, and that could look pretty cool. So we could have a roof on our place, and yeah, we'll sort of just run with that. Alrighty, so what are we doing? So what's Jonathan? There's Jonathan's done. So we're going to switch you back to carpentry to get those clubs created, and then we'll fit out all of our guys with clubs. And so you could probably get a few of them training up on some infantry skills and get that kind of stuff. So we'll probably work on some archery skills a little bit later. But for now, I'll probably just keep going with the infantry stuff. And yeah, it should be good. So a few chickens in there. So are there any more chickens that we can potentially capture? Not that I can see for the moment. Some sheeps over there. No chickens anywhere. So one over here. No, that wasn't. There's a flower. Flower, not a chicken. Some more sheep. So I'm not sure if the chickens like they stop respawning at a certain level or not. I'm probably thinking they do. So probably because there's a fair few on the map already, they probably won't spawn anymore. So that's okay. It's not too problem. We don't really need a whole lot more than what we've got. What have we got? So Alice has finished creating all of our tunics, and Oliver is building there. So we've actually got these corners bits set up. So it looks like that it is actually going to work properly. So that is quite cool. So we're going to basically fit out the rest of our roof here. Excuse me. So roofing, ceramic tiles, and where's the corners? So this corner bit there. So we create a level 1 there, a level 2 there, and then a level 2, 3. If we just do a 1 stack there, I think that's right. Yep. And come over to this side, 1 there. Oops, didn't want to do that. Alright. So on earth did we do that? There we go, get rid of those, cool. A level 2 there, and then a level 3 one there. And we also need a level 3 one here, don't we? So I think there is a level 3. Oops, wrong model. There we go, so that should be all of those. Alrighty, so we're going to need level 2 ones there, and then a level 2 roof along there, and that should be all of that, and then we continue building up all of that kind of stuff. So I'm not sure if our guys actually going to get out there now that we've actually got all that kind of stuff built in. Or given that we've actually got the level 2s and things and stuff. If not, we'll just increase the size of our stairs. It's not too much of a problem. Alright, so Elise, what are you doing? What can we get you to do? Maybe we should train you up actually now that you're not really doing anything. You haven't got any weapons yet. Do we have any clubs courage? I think we probably should. Yeah, we're cool. All right, so we're gonna switch you to an infantry, and also have you maintain a club in your inventory, and switch you to an infantry. There we go. So they should jump over. She'll pick up a club, and then we'll actually switch her over into her settings. So look, once they've actually picked up a club, there we go. So we can get into settings here actually. So it's a setting here to actually combat training using dummies, and actually click on that. And then basically she should just run off and do some combat training using the dummy over here. So you're not actually doing anything at the moment, so why aren't you doing that? Combat training using dummies, yeah, you should be doing that. Over here, using the training dummy, come on. There we go. Just took a little bit of time to kick in, so I actually see they're actually walking over there, and they'll actually train that up. And that will train up their level 1 or their infantry skills. So they can see that every time they get a hit, or they hit the dummy, they actually get some experience there. So that actually does build up their infantry skills quite quickly. So it is a good way to to actually build up your infantry, your settlers' infantry abilities fairly quickly. Alright, so get the rest of our roof is coming in fairly quickly, which is cool. So it's looking quite good. And get a proper roof set up there, so that'd be nice. So I'm even filling this little area around here just to make it look look a little bit better. I'm actually set that up now while we're here. So we're going to go into construction, terrain, grass, and we're just going to do level 1 grass things around here, just to sort of fill this out. So we'll just do something along there like that, and just get that to be all sort of nice and into a proper house and all that kind of stuff, which is good. At least Wilson is now level 2 infantry, so you see actually the cuter, they've actually trained that up really, really quickly, and that's you see that the hit points of the dummy is coming down there. So that once they hit that 0, that will be break, and we'll have to rebuild it. But that's totally fine. They don't really cost all that much. And we do have an engineer who can build that, which is awesome. 366 food. So some of our food is coming down a little bit, probably because you haven't got a forager working as much at the moment. Jonathan is there. Switch you back to a stonemason just get some of these tools built up again. It looks like we actually can get access to these areas, I think, or maybe he can't now. That's level 2. Potentially. Alright, we'll see how we go once we've actually built this thing out there. What are our miners doing? We're actually sort of stuck into some more mining over here. So we'll jump into the unit list here, sort by our mining. Where are we, miners? So what are they both doing? So one is a farmer and one is a fisherman. So that's okay. Probably switch. One's Alice Wilson. What is Alice Wilson doing? She's training. Might switch her over to be a farmer actually. Or maybe we'll switch her to be a miner. She's a level 3. We'll leave Constance as a level 4 farmer because she's a better farmer. So we'll leave her there. Probably switch Alice over to be a miner. Once she's actually once she's at level 3, we'll switch her over to be a miner and get some mining and stuff started there. Jonathan's not really doing anything else at the moment, so I'm actually switch you to be a miner as well. So I'm going to do that. Switch you to be a miner, and we're going to queue up the rest of this area here. So we're going to queue out all of this area here and all of this bit here, and leave this little bit here, and we're just going to create sort of some steps down this way. So I'm just going to queue up these bits in the wall as well, and so they actually get those done and all in and mined out as well. So just so we don't miss any bits. So there we go. So that's some ore and stuff there. So that's good. We need a proper miner though, because actually these guys aren't going to be able to mine these out. They're not high enough levels, so we have to switch at least one of our level 8 miners back in. And yeah, so we see here the grass is being put in, which is good. So should start filling out this area, make it look a little bit better. So that's good. Storage is, like I said, pretty cool, so that's good. How's Alice going over here? Alice Wilson, so almost level 3. Just want a couple more hits. There we go, level 3 infantry, so that's good. So we've got another infantry person trained up. So we're actually going to get you off that training now. And where's our... So what are our miners doing again? So one's a farmer, one's a fisherman. So I'll probably leave Ronald as a fisherman. Given we don't really have any really good other fishermen anyway, so there's only one other one is level 3. So it's not really... There's obviously like no one amazing at it. So what we think we may do... given we need a good miner, we'll actually switch Constance off farming into mining, and then put Elise Wilson onto farming. Even though she's only level 1, we're going to do that. Jonathan is a level 3 actually, maybe we should have switched him to farming. No, we'll do that. We'll have someone else trained up in farming, because I don't think we have a huge lot of... I suppose you've got a fair few farmers there, so the more the merrier. The more multi-talented, multitask people actually are, the more more options it gives you. So Getting this little grass built up. I'm going to bump up the speed again. Everything's going pretty well. Don't really need to slow it down or anything. So you see here these areas getting mined out, and Constance there should actually go through and mine these actual sort of mineral, proper mineral areas as well. So that'll be good. Get some more ore done, and then we'll hopefully create some more ingots and train up our blacksmith to level 5, and then we can start creating some short swords. Would be really good actually to get a blacksmith migrant in, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen right yet. But we need a little bit more food production. So the food production has actually dropped down again because we haven't actually got a forager working. So I have to set up some more farms, a couple more farms here. So maybe another one. How are we going for the rest of our raw materials? So we've got a fair few wheat, enough flax, lots of animal hides and animal fur, which is good. So we can actually use those, which is good. Fair bit of coal. So we've got some tin ore, some iron ore, seedlings, and all that kind of stuff. So going pretty okay for most of our things. Haven't really had a merchant in for a while though, so that's interesting. I'm going to check the sound levels. Sounds a little bit higher. No, they're the same. That's right. So I think they were fine on the videos when I checked the last couple episodes, so I'm just going to leave them there. Actually, talking about episodes, it's actually 30.5 minutes on the episodes. I think I might just put a pause in this episode here, guys, and you may sort of come back next time and see how everything's going. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and hope you're enjoying the series. And as always, it would be amazing if you could subscribe to the channel and like the video. That would be enormously appreciated. Let me know if you're playing the game, or if you have played the game, how you're finding it, and what you think it's going to be, and all that kind of stuff. That would be very interested to sort of hear what people's thoughts on the games are and all that kind of stuff. So that would be very cool. Hope you've all had a wonderful day, and I'll see you all for the next episode.